The soaring number of Capitol riot investigations was expected to top 300 by Friday, as the sprawling inquiry continued to be aided by a deluge of photographs and video evidence, federal authorities said Friday. While officials said they were making progress on all fronts, D.C. U.S. Attorney Michael Sherwin said that authorities have so far found only breadcrumbs of evidence suggesting that the assault was coordinated. Sherwin, who is overseeing the investigation, said the search for possible command and control of the violent mob represented a top-tier priority for investigators, adding that a full review of the group's organization could take weeks, if not months. Capitol riot arrests, see who's being charged all across the U.S. late Thursday. Federal prosecutors in Arizona had contended in court documents that there was strong evidence that rioters had intended to apprehend and assassinate elected officials. But Sherwin walked back that claim Friday, saying there was no direct evidence of kill and capture teams so far. With the rioters being pursued across the country, Sherwin said authorities were beginning to see suspects turn themselves in. Some of them, he said, had hired attorneys and were offering to provide information on fellow attackers. In some instances, investigators have been receiving tips from family members and friends with information about suspect involvement. Yes, some are providing cooperation, Sherwin said, but we're not cutting deals with anyone. Asked whether authorities are reviewing whether lawmakers may have aided rioters by providing tours of the Capitol prior to the assault, Assistant FBI Director Stephen D'Antuono said only that investigators are looking at every piece of the puzzle. Inside job allegations, what we know, including on lawmakers saying panic buttons were removed in the days since the insurrection, Democrats have called for formal investigations, citing an unusual uptick in visitors sporting Trump gear the day before the assault. On Friday, the U.S. Capitol Police acknowledged that had launched their own inquiry. The matter is under investigation, Capitol Police spokesperson Eva Malecki said. The investigation comes after a group of more than 30 House Democrats sent a letter to Capitol Hill law enforcement officials on January 13, asking for them to review what they deemed as suspicious groups in the Capitol leading up to the riot. The rioters at the Capitol on January 6 had an unusually detailed knowledge of the Capitol's layout, the lawmakers said in their letter, and they wanted potential ties between the two groups and the riot to be investigated. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Friday members of Congress could face charges if it were found they aided and abetted the riot. Let's be clear, there's no way those groups could have gotten into the Capitol without a member of Congress or a staff member of a member of Congress, said U.S. Representative Micha Sherrill, a Democrat from New Jersey. With more than 100 riot suspects arrested so far, officials credited the public with providing extraordinary assistance. Earlier this week, D'Antuono said investigators had received 100,000 photographs, videos and other pieces of digital information. By Friday, the cache of information topped 140,000.